Hello, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a completion review, and I'm also going to be sealing this thing with this since it came with it. So I was like, okay, well, do complete. We'll do the complete process, right? So this is a diamond painting I got from Costco.com. It's by Artskills. I got it for $27.31, and that's including tax. So this thing is 17.5 by 35.5 times 3 because it's a 3-panel. But if you put it all together, it's 52.5 by 35.5 in centimeters. And this thing is a full drill with poured glue. There was 34 colors. They're rounds, and there are 5 crystal rhinestones amongst that. It was using the diamond dots code, which I don't actually have here because I don't know, the only people who would have it is diamond dots. And this was kitted up on 9/23/2023. So I thought the rendering was okay. Some of the symbols were hard to read, and unfortunately, because this was on a stretch canvas, I don't think you could have. I don't normally diamond paint with a light pad, so it might be a little difficult for some portions. I had to add some glue, so I don't remember what it was, but it was like somewhere on one of the panels the edge wasn't sticky, so I had to add some glue. It's on a stretch canvas. I thought the drills, especially the black, had really nice facets, and if you've been diamond painting a lot of the budget rounds, they are I don't know, compared to this, they're a little bit flat. So some of the colors were really nice, like facets. And I also noticed the crystal rhinestones. And as a person who's done a lot of diamond paintings with the specials, the crystal rhinestones were of better quality than I would normally get from the budget diamond painting companies. And the gapping was fine. I did add one more rhinestone color, and this took me 13 hours and 36 minutes over 5 days. All right. So here it is. 3 panels. Let's see, is that right? Okay, that's on there, and then yeah, there is the 3 panels here. Oh yeah, they kind of actually do go together. I actually thought it turned out really nice. The only crystal rhinestone I added was this blue here. I'm not sure if you can see it. So that I added as crystal rhinestones. Everything else were the crystal rhinestones that came with it. So other than a couple of the colors were hard to read, I think, and then the E and F looked so similar on the canvas, and they had like a similar background. I wonder, yeah, here. E and F were really similar on the canvas, and it was really hard to see it. And unfortunately, they used this more fancy font that has all these like little extra blip, like you see the E has those little extra I don't know what you call these little extra lines here. It actually made the E and F look very similar, like very similar. So those ones, I wouldn't be surprised if I messed up somewhere doing those two. And since they're like the similar color in the background, similar background color, it was just, yeah. But yeah, so the thing is, this is huge. You're like, oh, like I could see that. But when it's in the tiny diamond painting drill, which is only 2.8 millimeters wide, you need to choose a easier font, like a nice simple one, like Arial or something. But I think just adding these little extra things to the E and F actually made it harder to read. But yeah, like I said, since this is on a stretch canvas already, there was no putting this on a light pad. Now, experience wise, I kind of started getting bored. At some point, I was thinking of pausing working on this, but then I was like, you know what? If I stop working on this, I'm never gonna start it up again because it's so. I kept going, but I'm I think I'm I don't know. I think it was just too easy that it started getting boring to me. That was my main thing. I was like, yeah, this is really easy. Yeah, like I said, it started getting boring, but that's just because I don't know, maybe I like confetti or something. Oh, and I forgot, I actually also added a brown crystal rhinestone, but it's not that obvious. And it was this one color here. It was this one color. It was this one. It barely was in the diamond painting, and I replaced all of that one in there. It's like a really, really dark brown. But yeah. This is, I think, a good set for a beginner diamond painter. I like the fact that it came with its own storage, it came with bags, and it came with pretty much everything you need to do a diamond painting. So this is good for a beginner diamond painter, but as someone like me who's probably done way too many diamond paintings, this actually kind of started getting boring while I was doing it. But that's just my experience, and other people might have found this incredibly fun. But no, I mean, I still found it fun, but at some point I was just like, is this gonna end? I've had that happen in diamond paintings for me that had a lot of confetti. I mean, a lot of color blocking. I find a lot of color blocking incredibly boring. So maybe I just like the challenge. Okay, so I said I was going to seal this sucker, but you know, I'm not going to. So this is just some plastic bag that I've kept for a while. I think it was like one of my, for some piece of furniture, I was like, hey. So let's move. Oh, and I never said about like how much drills I had left. And I have enough drills. Plenty of extra drills. Right, so their instructions. So I have used this plastic bag for sealing before, and then now I'm just noticing that a whole bunch of like sealing particles have just come on my hand. I don't know if you could tell, there's like some. So first thing, maybe I should roll this. And just going to, since I had those little specks on there, just maybe make sure I don't, drill, lost a drill. Where is it? There. Okay, so this is just something I got from Dollar Tree. Back when, I think when I was a beginner diamond painter, I was a little bit more paranoid about stuff. And plus, when you're using the pink wax, there would be times there would be like pink wax all over here. But since I have switched off to glue dots and double-sided tape, I don't tend to have that residue of pink wax. Okay. I'm gonna put on some. This is my gloves that I've been using for sealing and stuff like that. I just reuse it until it breaks. So, let's see. Is it obvious? Are there instructions? Am I just... Okay. So there's a spongy top here. Okay. Tweezers. I hope there's enough. This is not that big of a bottle, but probably is enough, right? Okay. I'm just opening it next to my garbage can. So, what does it look like? I can't tell. Is it liquidy? Is it like Mod Podge? Okay, so from the past experience using a sealer like this with this spongy stuff, see, this is probably made for, like, this is probably puzzle glue, and this is probably made to apply over a puzzle. Now, diamond paintings, if you've ever done this on a diamond painting, especially a round diamond painting, the round drills end at a point, so it's actually very sharp, and you'll probably kind of mess up this foamy thing, but we will see. I'm just I could be wrong, and so we'll see. Okay, so it's actually, can you see it? It's actually pretty thick. Okay. Ugh. I don't know if I like the texture. It's like kind of gross, but okay. Okay. So I'm not pressing down too hard just because of that part where I said that diamond painting drills are what do you call that? Pointy. It's actually kind of slimy. It's pretty thick. I don't know if I'm putting it on too thick. But, you know, this is what it came with, so I'm going to use this. I hope this dries clear, because so I think the reason people are obsessed with how to seal diamond paintings is because we're paranoid that all this hard work the drills are gonna fall off. But I actually don't seal most of my diamond paintings, at least the ones on the canvas, because laziness. Yeah, I don't know if I like the texture of this glue. It's it feels, I don't know, it's like gummy. But I'm gonna use it because that's what it came with, and we are a full service diamond painting channel. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'm not, yeah. The glue is really thick. I'm not a big fan of it. And the reason, like, diamond painters are obsessed with finding the best sealer is because we don't want to lose the sparkle, but I feel like this is just really thick. Not sure if I like it. Make sure I have the edges. pondering, like, how would I be able to clean this sponge thing? I guess I could take it off and clean it with water, right? Because I'm thinking, I was like, I wonder if I could reuse the sponge. Yeah, I'm not doing well in making sure I got everything. So I wouldn't be surprised if I missed a spot. Okay. Okay, we'll see if I have enough for the next one. I think I got everything. Yeah, see, it's like really thick. I can see it. Like I can see the glue. And the best glues are the ones where you can't see it. And that's why I prefer the spray glues, the aerosol can glues. The problem with the aerosol can glues is I can't use them now because it's I spray it in my garage and it's just too cold now for the aerosols. Like it's outside of the recommended use of recommended temperature. So what ends up happening is they just never dry. It's like just too cold out there right now. So the one good thing about this kind of glue is it doesn't have the harmful volatile fumes, the harmful VOCs. Okay. I hope I don't run out. I'm using it like I'm doing this as if, you know, I don't know what I'm doing, because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Well, but the sponge is actually holding up pretty well. But like I said, I have used one of these before, kind of glues before, and I messed up the sponge. But I'm wondering if I was just pressing too hard. But it's because I had used one of these before and messed up the sponge that I'm actually being extra careful in how much pressure I'm putting on the sponge, because yeah, drills are sharp at the top, right? Okay. I think I got everything. You know, unfortunately, you know, I wonder, I tossed it, but I wonder, was there instructions in the instructions of how to do this? Like, I don't see it, there was no instructions on the bottle, so. Okay, I thought I heard my tablet make a sound, so I thought maybe it stopped recording, but my playback still looks like it's recording. I just realized I'm gonna have to have a part 2 because I have to come back. What's making sound? Oh, I know what's making sound. It was my Bluetooth speaker. Okay. I don't even know if you even heard the beep sound. that I heard. So yeah, I just realized I have to do part 2 after this dries. I don't know how long it needs to dry, but I'm gonna at least do overnight. Because there's no instructions on this bottle. So yeah, the reason I see, since I'm seeing the blue rhinestones, the reason I added the blue rhinestones, because all the other rhinestones were just like orange and red. So I was like, hey, I was gonna put a purple one too, but I thought it might have been overkill. But now that I see that there's like this big gap here where there's no rhinestones, I probably should have put a purple one. But you know, once you start a diamond painting, I don't like to deviate from the beginning. Okay. I wonder if I should take this off and clean it, but I'll do that off camera. All right, so I think I have sealed everything. Yeah, it's pretty. I can see the sealant. So it's a pretty thick sealant. But yeah, like I my normal go-to is the spray sealant. Ooh, that's bad. The spray sealant, and it's too cold for spray sealant right now, so I'm gonna have to do with these liquid ones. All right, so I'm gonna let this dry, and I'll see you guys a little bit later. All right, here it is post drying. And if you remember the beginning of the video, I did record, well, when I was sealing it, I used the sealer that came with it. I did end up washing, like removing this and washing this separately so that this stays not so sticky. Well, I just used water, but then I closed it and I realized now it's not dry, so I should probably just take this out. Close, I don't know if I can't, yeah. So I don't know how many times this can be used. I'd be kind of afraid that this will start molding, but then I also am afraid of drawing out what's in there. But I already finished using it. There's, from the weight of it, I can't tell how much is in there. I would say that I probably still have, now this is just guessing, I probably still have maybe that much left in there, and I don't know how much it was filled before. That's just my guess. All right, so I have looked at this post. I have looked at this, and I did notice. I think when I started sealing it, I started on this one, and I started at the bottom. And I do remember when I first was using it, the first stuff that came out was just a little bit gummier, if that's the right thing. And then as I went along, it became a little bit more liquidy. So I think because it was gummier, I don't know if you could tell. I hope it's more. In person, it's a little bit cloudier here. Maybe, oops, I'm not sure. I'm just trying to see if it's obvious on camera how, like, the cloudiness. I'm not, it's like, I'm trying, like, right here, it's like cloudy. And I think, so it kind of looks like it has like a whitish film on it. And I think it's because when I first, from what I remember, the first the first amount that I took out was just like, I would have to look back and see if it's obvious on the video. But it was just like, it just was like a more gummy, like a slight, maybe the stuff at the top was a little bit drier. So if you do use this, I do recommend you squirting some of it out first, and then at least, I don't, like I said, I don't know if mine just was a little bit dry at the top, but it was just a different texture. And then as I went along, it became a little bit more liquidy. But yeah, I could tell the difference between like this section and then the rest. The rest actually doesn't look it looks pretty decent. On there, like you could see, I was actually surprised how nice the rest of it looked. So if it wasn't just for, I wish, yeah, can you see it's a little bit cloudy here? Like it's not as shiny at the bottom. Maybe it's more obvious for this black here. While like over here, it actually looks semi-okay. But like over here, it's cloudy and and then it looks much better here. So I think after, and then the rest was the sealant was pretty far into the bottle, and I think it actually looks decent, the sealing. And it did seal it. It's pretty well in there. And you saw what I did to seal it. So yeah, just based off of my experience, the first set of glue was a little bit dry, and therefore when I was, and I think I noticed it too when I was like, I don't know, why is it, I was just like, I was kind of unhappy with the texture, but then as it went along, it did start gliding a little bit better. But yeah, I could see the glue over here. So it didn't dry crystal clear, like right here where I think I started it. But yeah, here it is. So you, at some point on my channel, there was the unboxing, the kitting up, and then the finish and the sealing. So the only thing I didn't do was the whip and chat. But yeah, so there's this one. The three designs of these diamond paintings from Costco, this was the only one that I figured would look decent enough with how it was rendered. There was a picture of the rendering on there, so that's why I got this one. And yeah, not sure if I'll get another one, just because like I said, I was bored doing this, but it's probably because it was just the design was really simple. But I mean, I had fun, and I feel like this was a perfect set for a brand new diamond painter because it came with everything you could possibly need to diamond paint this, with it being framed, it coming with a relatively good toolkit, it came with storage, and it also came with a sealer. So yeah, here it is. So that's all I have for today. So thank you very much for watching, and happy diamond painting. Bye.